Sunday night, 9:40. Bedtime was 9, but your son is still on the couch, face lit by a tablet, eyes heavy from too much screen time and too many feelings. 10 minutes ago, he said he misses Mom's house. Your chest tightened. You only get him 2 nights this week. So you do what feels loving in the moment. You hand over the controller. You skip bedtime. You swing by the store and buy the Lego set. For a few minutes, he lights up, and you feel relief. Then Monday morning hits. He's wired, emotional, hard to settle, and you feel drained, guilty, and a little used. That's the trap. You're not just caring for your child. You may be trying to buy relief from your guilt. So why is this so hard for men after divorce? Because it hits 2 pressure points at once: guilt and helplessness. You've been trained to solve problems, fix the leak, pay the bill, take action. But when your kid is hurting, there is no clean repair. You can't make divorce painless. So guilt grabs the wheel. And then fear joins in. If you only get your kids a couple of days a week, every no can feel expensive. You start telling yourself, they've been through enough. I already missed so much. I can make it up, just this once. You know how this shows up. Mark hears his son crying after a rough drop-off, so he stops at Target and buys an expensive set the kid never asked for. Andre keeps screens going on Sunday night because I only get 2 nights, then calls the Monday meltdown flexibility. Luis hears, Mom won't let me have my phone at dinner, and sees a chance to be the easy house. He thinks he's connecting. He's competing. When guilt makes the call, everybody pays. You pay it in money, sleep, and credibility. Your kids pay in security. A child tests weak limits the way you'd test a loose handrail on a staircase, not because he wants to break it, because he needs to know if it will hold. If your no keeps turning into yes, he stops trusting your first answer. Then the bargaining grows. The pushing grows. The chaos grows. Sound familiar? You end up overpromising, overspending, and still feeling like you're failing. That's a brutal way to father. So you need a reset. 5 moves. The first move is simple. Name the guilt before you make the decision. Say it to yourself. I'm feeling guilty right now because of the divorce. That feeling is real, but it does not make this decision for me. That pause matters. Take 10 seconds. Breathe. Step into the kitchen if you need to. Your job is not to stop feeling guilty. Your job is to feel guilty and stay consistent. Guilt can ride in the car. It does not get the steering wheel. The second move is to separate the feeling from the rule. Ask one clean question. What would I do right now if I weren't trying to make up for the divorce? If bedtime is 9, it's 9. If homework comes before screens, that still stands. If phones are off at dinner, they're off. Here's what you say. I know this is a hard night. Bedtime is still 9. Or, I hear that you want the phone at the table. Dinner is still phone-free. What if they push harder? They probably will, especially if you've trained them to expect a loophole. Don't start giving a courtroom speech. Long explanations usually mean you're negotiating with your own guilt. Say less. Mean more. The third move is the warm no. Your kids need warmth and a line that holds. Warmth without a line becomes mush. A hard line without warmth can feel cold. So you use a 3-part formula. Acknowledge the feeling. Hold the line. Stay connected. You say, I get that you're disappointed. The answer is still no, and I'm right here. Or, I know you're upset. We're not buying a toy tonight. You can be mad, and I'm still with you. That's love. Leniency removes friction for your relief. Love holds a limit for their security. And yes, they may pout. They may cry. Disappointment is not damage. The fourth move is to get out of the fun dad versus rule dad contest. If you compete with your ex, you put your child in the middle. That's too much weight for a kid to carry. So if your daughter says, Mom won't let me have my phone at dinner, don't turn that into a recruiting pitch. You say, you don't need to compare houses for me. Dinner is phone-free here, too. If co-parenting is workable, try to align a few basics: bedtime, homework, phone use. Kids settle faster when the load-bearing walls are in the same place. And if the other house does it differently, you don't trash the other parent. You don't get defensive. You return to your standard. The line has to hold. The fifth move is repair instead of rescue. Maybe you already promised Disney in the middle of an argument. Maybe you've been overspending for months. Fine. Start with truth, not shame. You say, I said Disney because I was trying to fix a hard moment. I shouldn't have promised that. We're not doing that trip this summer. Or, I've been saying yes too much because I felt bad about the divorce. I'm going to do this differently now. That means fewer big promises and more follow-through. Then do the small things you can actually keep. Saturday breakfast. Pick up on time. The movie night you said you'd do. Kids trust what repeats. Think about your own situation for a second. Where do you overcompensate? Money, screens, treats, promises, being the easy house? Let me make this concrete. Your son is crying in the car because he misses mom. The old move is the store stop and the expensive Lego set. The new move is to keep driving and say, I know you're missing mom. We're not buying something to fix this feeling. We can talk, or we can sit quiet together on the way home. He may still cry. That's okay. You're teaching him that pain gets room, not a payout. Second scene. Sunday night, 9:40. Bedtime was 9. The old move is just this once, even though just this once has quietly become every Sunday. The new move is to sit beside him and say, I know the weekend feels short. Screens are off now. We've got 10 minutes to sit together, then bed. The first couple of Sundays may be rough. By week 3, Monday gets easier because his body and brain aren't getting jerked around by guilt-based parenting. Third scene. You blurt out, we'll go to Disney this summer, and you haven't saved a dime. Then your daughter wants the phone at dinner because mom says no. The old move is to delay the Disney talk and allow the phone. The new move is to reset both. I promised Disney when I was upset. That wasn't fair. We're not doing that this summer. And then, dinner is phone-free here, too. You may lose some instant approval, but you gain honesty, authority, and a home your kids can trust. Now I know the pushback. What if I only get them 2 days a week? That is exactly why structure matters. Limited time doesn't call for lower standards. It calls for clearer ones. Your kids need to know what kind of dad they're coming to. What if they get angry and say they want mom's house? They might. Kids say painful things when they're flooded. Don't build your whole parenting strategy around avoiding one sentence. Stay kind. Stay steady. Isn't this selfish? They're the ones suffering. Buying relief for yourself is selfish. Holding a limit they don't like because it helps them feel secure, that's love. And what if I've already messed this up? Then repair it. No grand speech, no guilt dump. Pick 3 non-negotiables, say them clearly, and keep them. Trust comes back through repetition. Your kids do not need a father paying penance. They need a father who can hold steady when feelings run high. That's hard work after divorce, and no, it doesn't feel great in the moment. But this is how self-trust comes back. One clear decision at a time. Start with 3 rules for your home: bedtime, screens, phones at dinner. Then save 1 sentence in your phone. I get that you're disappointed. The answer's still no, and I'm right here. If this hit home for you, subscribe so you catch the next one. And if you know a man who needs this, share it with him. Hold the line and keep your heart